This is the Urgent News Network. Good evening. We're coming to you live from the City of Tropic Thunder, home of Pineapple Express University, which has just concluded a significant press conference. Today, March 11th, marks a somber anniversary. It was on this day in 2020 that the World Health Organization officially declared COVID-19 a global pandemic, a declaration that changed the world as we know it. In related news, Australian researchers have explored bromelain, an enzyme found in pineapple stems, as a potential tool against COVID-19. A drug known as Brom-C, initially developed as a cancer treatment, was repurposed into a nasal spray. The goal was to target the virus's spike protein, preventing it from attaching to and infecting human cells. Laboratory studies indicated that this approach could neutralize the spike protein, and clinical trials were under consideration for further investigation. Dr. Humid Gilt, the grand arbiter of pineapple prosperity, commented on these developments. He praised the university's research, particularly its efforts in the fight against both COVID and cancer, describing the work as both bold and imaginative. Following this, university officials unveiled ambitious new plans. They announced the intended construction of a nuclear energy plant, a large-scale data center, and a new chemical research laboratory. Officials stated that this major expansion was largely inspired by a recent, very generous, and anonymous donation of copper. To build a fully integrated, state-of-the-art complex of this magnitude, the copper requirements are substantial. A data center would need between 2,000 to 3,000 tons. The nuclear plant would require 1,000 to 1,500 tons, and the lab facility would use another 100 to 200 tons. In total, the project demands somewhere between 3,100 and 4,700 tons of copper. The land needed for this development is estimated to be between 185 and 500 acres, depending on the final scale and level of integration between the facilities. In a developing story, UNN has learned that there is an active investigation into a major copper robbery at the nearby Strawberry Emulsion Laboratory. Details are still emerging. To put the scale of such a theft into perspective, stealing nearly 5,000 tons of copper, roughly the amount needed for the university's new facilities, is no small feat. It would require approximately 20,000 separate thefts, assuming an average of 500 pounds per incident. Based on current theft rates across the United States, acquiring this volume of copper through illicit means could realistically take anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Finally, UNN feels obligated to issue a clarification. Claims circulating that simply eating pineapple can dissolve coronavirus spike proteins are a gross misinterpretation of the scientific research. We must stress that cartoons should not be used as a guide for your personal health decisions. You are not an 8-year-old. This has been your Urgent News Network report. Thank you for watching.